Low, low, low. Hold on, let me open up, get set up here. Hey Stilby, what's up? It's been a while. Alrighty. So in this stream, I just kind of wanted to do a little catch up with you guys. Kind of let you guys know what I'm up to with the channel. And yeah, just trying to get a little bit more active again. Alrighty. So I think Stealthy is the only one in the chat right now, but just I'm gonna have this recorded and posted, so I'm just gonna kind of go over some stuff. The first thing I wanted to go over with you guys was, I know like the prop firm space has been getting pretty big, and I've been pretty active in the industry. I just want to show you guys kind of just some proof of getting some accounts funded. So this is at the Funded Trader. I got an account passed there. Let's see, My Funded FX, got an account passed there as well. And then I had an account passed a while ago at my Forex funds, but they actually went down, which is pretty unfortunate. And then here's some proof of payout. This was my biggest payout so far. This is another payout from TFT, and this is another payout from TFT as well. So that's just kind of what I've been up to in the prop space, and I want to show you guys. I think that's like my goal for our Discord, is to kind of help you guys get funded with these online prop firms, and yeah, just kind of show you guys how I did it, and just kind of give you guys a helping hand through all of it. So that's kind of like my goal for this channel. I'm also wanting to do like a giveaway, maybe like at 1,000 subs, give away like 100K challenge at TFT. I am affiliated with them right now as well, so yeah, that's something that we can possibly do. I'll give you guys more updates on like a giveaway later. But for now, let's go over the indices, mainly NASDAQ. We've just been in kind of a consolidation. So I think the biggest thing with NASDAQ right now is that we've created a few price bases. And you can kind of see that with like the accumulation right here. More accumulation. We just creating a lot of bases. And I don't know if you guys remember how I trade off price bases. A lot of these bases that you get when price forms like a low or a high, and then they get broken by closed candles, those are great areas for price to retest on those bases. Let's see. So I don't really trade NASDAQ too much, but just in terms of my theory on trading, I will go over my analysis on it. So let's start from a higher time frame. Let's go to the daily here. So obviously we've been pretty bullish on NASDAQ. Hold on, let's wait for some of my indicators to load. So these moving averages are the 10 over the 20, black being the 10, green being the 20. And until it really crosses back down, I wouldn't really say I'm bearish. It crossed a little bit here, but you know, regardless if you're on a long here and you exited here, it's still a pretty good trade. Let's see, we have another cross up. So until these two cross, I am still pretty bullish on these. If we check the macro, 50 and the 200, let's see how the 50 and the 200 are. Yeah, we're still fairly bullish here. I'm gonna go down to the 1 hour here, just look at some price bases. So let's see what we've cleared. Whoops. So it seems like that's what we're heading for here on NASDAQ. You know, if you're an intraday trader, this is definitely the liquidity pool I'll be aiming for. Just going for this high because I do think we are bullish, and when you're bullish, you're always looking to take out highs. And when you're, I mean, not when you're bullish. When you're bullish and you have momentum, you're always looking to take out highs. And you're always looking to enter into order blocks. And let's see what order blocks we have on the daily. Honestly, none of these daily order blocks are really too convincing. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really like any of them. If you check the order books, you probably have orders here. You probably do have heavy orders here as well. This will be retest of the 20 and the 50 as well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys trade NASDAQ. If you guys do, these are probably the areas I look for. I look for confirmation. Yeah, this is just how I remember. I don't know if you guys remember. This is just how I trade. I always wait for confirmation. I enter on the retest. But yeah, I guess just in simple terms, like you should be bullish on the NASDAQ. Technicals just say bullish, especially when you're traveling above all of the 10, 20, 50, and 200-day moving averages. I think if you're bearish, then you're just you know, you're a contrarian to the trend. There's really nothing else to it. So yeah, if I were to look for a trade on this, I would look for something like that. If price ends up just going up here, then you know, I would probably cancel my orders. Let's go over Bitcoin. Bitcoin's kind of the same same deal here. This is actually tap the You've been struggling with higher time frames, Stilfy. When do you think I'm bullish and bearish? That really depends on your what do you call it? Your time frame that you trade on. I trade mainly on the 1 hour time frame, sometimes on the 4 hour time frame. So the moving averages I use are the 10 over 20 mainly, and I'll use the 50 over the 200 as well for like very high macro. But just for example, just say I'm trading on the 1 hour and I'm using the 10/20. The black being the 10, green 20. Look, when they cross over, you're pretty much obviously bearish. And something you do have to know is that moving averages are lagging indicators. So this just means that we have been bearish for a little bit, but you can expect the trend to continue to be bearish for a while longer, right? And if you can expect that to happen, that's the bias you should have, and the bias you should trade. Look, we have the crossover, so technically we should be bullish. You can see that we have been bullish for a little bit. And since we have the moving average crosses, depending on what your strategy is, you can expect to be bullish for a little longer. That's pretty much just how I determine bullishness and bearishness. It's just which way you have order flow. So if you want to do it on lower time frames, or higher time frames, you can go to higher time frames here. If your moving averages are going up, you can expect to be bullish. If you want to know by order flow, when you have retaps into areas of supply and demand, that's when you can see that you have bullishness or bearishness. For example, just say you trade on the 1 hour and you want to see whether you're bullish and bearish on the higher time on the higher time frame. So you have these huge candle moves up, right? And you finally get a break here on the 4 hour. So you don't use price action to find your bias. I do use price action to find my bias. I use a combination of price action and indicators. For example, like if I take a long trade, so in my system that I trade, everything's kind of fine-tuned down to the amount of risk I would take on certain trades. So to answer your question, yes, I do use price action, but it's not just price action that I use. But for example, if I were to just use price action here, say you get a break of a base on the 4 hour, which you do right here. So get my brush out. Actually, let me get my highlighter out here. So these are all price bases, right? These highs. Once these get broken, you get a retap into supply here, or this is demand here. You get retap into demand, and after you get that retap, you can tell that we are bullish. So now I'll go down to the 1 hour time frame, and I'm looking for double confirmation into longs on this time frame here. So if I were to trade this, I would look at this and see that we are getting breaks even on the lower time frames. So right here, you have this high and you have these highs taken out. Once you have these highs taken out, that's single confirmation. Your double confirmation is your retap back into this zone, and then you have your move up. So however you want to trade that is up to you. You know, you can do fib retracements. You can say, okay, if we have a break, I want to enter on the 0.5. So enter on the 0.5. You can set your stop, you know, below swing low. You can find your average volume, not your average volume, but your value area. And maybe you can set your stop below value area low. You know, that's really up to you. That's you developing your own system, right? And you want to make sure that's back tested and that it is profitable in the long run. But that is pretty much what I do. I have my own entry and exit criteria in terms of, and also how much I risk per trade depending on which technicals are shown to me. But in terms of order flow, since we have bullish order flow, you know, like even if I got a bearish confirmation here, I probably wouldn't want to take it. And if I do, maybe take it with less risk, something like that. So hopefully that answered your question, Stealthy. Yeah, I kind of went over that kind of quickly, but that is kind of the gist of how to find bearish and bullish order flow. And it really just depends on the time frame you use to trade. Like even if you're have bullish order flow on the daily, but you're trying to find like short entries on the lower time frame, you could be able to. It really depends on your time frames that you use. So we can go over EU. I know this is a pretty popular pair. I don't really trade EU, but just by price action, you can tell that it's pretty obviously bearish here. Yep, that's exactly it, Stealthy. That is like the gist of just how I trade. And I don't think you would want to overcomplicate it either. I know I've been keeping up with a lot of just socials, I guess, and popular trading methods on YouTube, and people are just way overcomplicating it. I think the more you simplify your strategy and the more robust your backtesting is, the more confident you should be in your trading. Here is my journal of pretty much my trades here. These are not all trades I took. I trade most of the New York trades on this, but I did not take all of the Asia or London trades. So let me show you guys some of my statistics here. So over the past year, I've netted pretty much around a 50% win rate, which is a lot. This is on Forex exclusively. So this is around a 50% win rate with an average, if I'm trading with the trend, my win rate is around 58%. If I'm trading counter trend, it's around 42%. I think the biggest thing I wanted to show you guys though was my average RR, which is around 3.67, which is fairly good for having a roughly 55 or 50% win rate. Net around 121 R, which is pretty much doubling your account on the year, which is fairly good. Whoops. But yeah, that's something I want to show you guys. And once I kind of finish up some things on this custom trading journal, I was gonna post this for you guys on the Discord, so you guys can use the journal as well. But yeah, sorry, let's get back to EU. So as I mentioned earlier, when you have bearish order flow, you're looking to take out liquidity, right? So this is obviously what we could be heading for. So let's go down to a lower time frame here. So this, just simply put, if I were to put my strategy here, starting from Monday here, you have single confirmation, break on the 1 hour, and you can see that we get retest here, which is this candle. And like I said, pretty much however you want to trade that, right? You want to do, if you want to do a fib retracement, do a fib retracement, enter back on the 0.5, you miss your entry. Right? And then you're aiming for, so if you're trading on the 1 hour, you kind of go over to the left here. Sorry, it's taking a little bit to load. You have all these lows here. Like I said, since you're bearish, you're aiming for pockets of liquidity. These are a bunch of weak lows here. Weak lows are just areas of just pockets of liquidity that want to get taken out. So this would be a very, very strong low. And the chance that this gets taken out is, you know, it's a lot lower than these getting taken out, especially on the run up. So it's a little different when you're kind of trading on the other side of the swing. But, you know, if you were trading on this side of the swing, right? So like, just say all of this PA hasn't happened yet, then, you know, you can be more confident that this is a strong low and these are weaker lows. So if I was trading this live, I probably would have wanted like some of these to be taken out before this huge move up. This is probably due to some news or something like that. I don't know. But if you go back over here, so this was the move down that took down all these weak lows. But yeah, I mean, so for example, if you were strictly re-entering on the 0.5, you know, this would have been a missed entry. But look, you have another confirmation here. Oops, sorry, the other way. And just say you want to enter on the 0.5. Stop above, swing high, swing low, and you're aiming for this liquidity, which is that swing low. You know, just developing some system like this based on price bases is kind of what I want to teach you guys. There you go. A quick 2-hour trade. If you get this entry, like 1.8. And just say you're trading this, I feel like a lot of people would want to possibly even go long on this, you know, which honestly could be profitable. I really don't know which way this is going to go. I don't think there's any way to know which way this is going to go. But that's why you just develop a system and trade it. For me, this says it's still bearish, so I'm going to trade it as it's bearish. And if we do end up getting confirmation and this breaks, then I'm gonna trade this like it's bullish, right? And over the long run, you should be profitable. I hope that helps, Stilthy. You know, I have a bunch of docs posted, you know, that I posted like last year, just on price action. But it's fairly simple. Like, you know, if you're looking for bearishness, you have highs, lows, and you want that low to get broken. Retest into supply, now you're bearish. Same thing for being bullish. You have lows. You want that recent high. Just say if you're setting lower lows, You want that recent high to be broken. So that's your single confirmation. Your double confirmation is your retap. And then you have bullish order flow. You know, however you want to trade that. You know, I've been messing around with certain ideas around that. So for example, something you can test around with, I haven't back tested it, but something you can test around with is just like on the lower time frame, you get a break confirmation and you get a low on the RSI. But then you get a higher low on the RSI, but on the 1 minute, excuse me, on the 1 minute, you get another double confirmation. You know, these are fairly good trades that I've seen. I've only witnessed them. I have not traded them, so I don't really know if it's going to be good in the long run, but that was something that I've been kind of noticing looking at lower time frame price action. Combine. So, but what low though? Like the origin low that made the breaker structure, or an internal low that made further breaker structure. Oh yeah, like I said, that really just depends on the time frame you trade on. So, let's just go over any price action here. We'll just go over this price action. Let me get rid of a lot of these drawings. So we'll go over price action like in this area right here, okay? So I just want to see if I'm answering your question correctly. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go over something. Let me know if this answers your question, okay? So if we go to a lower time frame, just say, I don't know, let's go to 3 minute. I don't know what time frame you trade on. Actually, I think I remember you telling me that you trade on the 1 minute. That was like last year or something. If I'm wrong, let me know. But okay, so we're gonna go over like, let me just make sure in the right area. So like we're just gonna kind of go over this time frame, okay? So it's a new week, and you can see that we have a double top here, and this gets taken, right? Just say you're trading Asia session. Okay. I don't know. You just wake up. You have like some price action here. You don't have, you know, the price action to the right here. And pretty much what you're gonna get caught up in is this, right? So you have your single confirmation here. Let's actually put in replay mode. This might be better. So pretty much you're wondering like which one to take, right? Because just say you took this one. Oh wait, does this break? This breaks, right? Okay, so you have your break here. And now you're looking for some sort of entry into this trade, right, Silty? I don't know which. So I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'll just continue on my train of thought. Okay, so pretty much, if you trade on the 1 minute time frame, this would be an indicator for me that we do have bearishness. We just broke a previous low. So I am looking for price action to come down. But the thing is, you know how I said, so I trade on the 1 hour and the moving averages I use are the 10 and 20. If you were trading on the 1 minute, you would want to use different moving averages. Let me see if these load up. If you use lower time frame moving averages, you know, they should look something like this, right? Those are set on the hourly. Okay, just for example, you're gonna have moving averages that kind of look like this. And since we are still bullish in terms of trend, even though you have confirmation of reversal, in my strategy, I take profits when we have bullish momentum and I'm trying to take a short trade, right? I take my profits on order blocks or just areas of high demand that I see. So this is one, but you can also go all the way over here. Oh shit, never mind. Let me see if you have price action to the left here. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so we do have price action to the left here. So these are all bases on the lower time frame. So I think this is kind of where we're at. So these are all bases, right? Price bases. Let me see if this is kind of generally where we're at right now. So yeah, this is exactly where we're at. This is good. So on the 5 minute and pretty much on the 1 minute too, these are still going to be the same bases. These are areas where I'm going to see or want price to bounce. So I'm actually not, I trade more off bases than order blocks, but I definitely use both. So like you have an order block here. So this is probably a more convincing order block to me, as you have price bases here, these two green lines on top of an order block. So somewhere around there, just possibly this price base. These are areas where, you know, price has a opportunity to reverse. So just say you take a trade that looks something like this. Let's see how it plays out. So you trade between 8:30 and 11. Paper trade, trading ICT concepts. Yeah, I've actually looked into ICT concepts over the past probably over the past like year and a half now. I don't know, like ICT concepts are just I feel like he just puts a different name on things that are already known. That's just my opinion, but honestly, whatever works for just how you trade, as long as you're profitable, that's what matters in the end, right? So yeah, if you traded this, entered right on that base, you get an exact entry. If you have higher spreads, you probably wouldn't get picked up on this. And yeah, just look, you can see that on this base, this is the one that it kind of shoots up on. Oh, you do get picked up. Let's just see how price action plays out here. So I guess you have entry on this base. Pretty much get stopped out of here. I think remember price action kind of going up here. Oh, this is actually what I was mentioning earlier. Remember I just mentioned that if you have like double confirmation, but you get it again on the 1 minute, but you have RSI divergence. Yeah, this is something I've been looking into, and this is looking honestly fairly good for that. So just say you were like not watching this trade, you didn't exit on this order block, you wanted to exit here, and you just completely lose this trade, right? Just say you didn't even set your stops break even, so you're -1. Just so you're set stops break even. Now you're aiming for this. Okay, well now you don't get picked up on your trade. That's unfortunate, but yeah, this is actually something I wanted to look into with the divergence, with double confirmation twice on the 1 minute. But yeah, like I said, I don't trade on the 1 minute, so I don't know exactly how to get into entries and what is, you know, good entries into the 1 minute. But just say once you got the confirmation, then you just enter. I really don't know. But I hope this kind of answers your question. Let's see. You continue both prior indicator and watch confirmation on lower time frame. So like what low, like the origin low that made the break instruction or the internal low that made it. Oh, so wait, Stealthy, did that answer your question? So pretty much, so if you're trading on the 1 minute, the breaker structure is like pretty much this. Like you're setting high and you're setting a low, high, low, and high. And when you set the new low, it's all the way down here pretty much. But the moment you get to here and this candle breaks or like closes below like your previous lows, that is your single confirmation. For me, double confirmation after this would be price to come back up into here, do some accumulation, maybe get some high wicks, and then you can see like really big moves down. But I like to see that on higher time frames. I don't really know about low time frames like this. I just don't trade it, so. Yeah, I hope that helps, Stealthy. I don't really know what the moving averages are for this low time frame. I don't have the indicator set up. If I were to trade this, I would use like MACD time frames, like the 12/26 on the 1 minute period. But yeah, I guess strategies that like I would consider it to be that simple. Yeah, let me just just let me know if that doesn't make sense at all. Okay, and I can try to go over more examples. Yeah, any other questions? Or any other pairs you guys want to go over? Awesome. Cool. I'm probably gonna cut the stream there. I'll be on again tomorrow. To kind of update you guys. I'm thinking about possibly opening up a live account or a demo account or something and posting all the trades, maybe just onto a online trade journal that you guys could follow along. And yeah, Fetch AI. Let's check it out. Ooh. Let's see. So you're looking for long term? So I'm actually kind of liking this for a long right now. So yeah, you just tapped into an H4 base. That would have been a good entry there. Go to the 1 hour. Couldn't clear this high in the 1 hour, so we're probably gonna come down. Honestly, you might even get another entry into this. Something like that. But let's see. So it's at a point where I think it can reverse. But if I were just for long-term investment, you know, this is definitely an area that I'd be looking at. But in terms of just trading it straight up, still kind of bearish on it. So I probably wouldn't take any long signals right now. If we got down here, so I think, so we go back to the 4-hour, this demand zone that we have here. Whoops. So I think, so just in general, you're gonna have a lot of volume here, right? And then the zone of zone of demand right here. If I were to trade this and I get double confirmation anywhere in this demand zone, like this is looking great. Like I would want to take this trade. And Phantom. But yeah, in terms of long term, it is bearish. Be honest, it is bearish right now, but I'd say this is a place where you could flip a coin, pretty much. It's looking good. Shit. Sorry. So let's look at Phantom. Phantom, same thing. Phantom's looking pretty good for a long here. You do have the moving averages flip here too. So a lot of these coins are looking pretty good. Like I said, I am pretty bullish on the Nasdaq. So I think, yeah, if you look at this price action, I do think we're gonna get like this dip here into this move up, and you can probably see a lot of coins kind of follow suit. Same thing with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's just gonna do a little dip. Honestly, that's how I just would trade it. Yeah, these are looking fairly good for long in terms of, you know, kind of a hold. Just a hold position if you want to buy spot or something. No problem, Stealthy. Yeah, if you're ever interested in trying to get funded, I can definitely help out, okay? I wouldn't say that it's easy. It's definitely not. These prop firm challenges are pretty much designed to make you fail. But I have some, I guess, some strategies around it, so I don't know, maybe that's some content I can make here on YouTube to kind of just help you guys get funded. And for anyone who's just tuning in or kind of missed the first part of the stream, I would just rewind. I showed you guys like all the firms I'm funded with right now, firms I was funded with, and kind of just the payouts I've gotten. And yeah, probably gonna cut this stream here. I'll be on again tomorrow. If I've taken any trades over London, or if I'm looking at any trades for New York tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, have a good day, guys.